in my mind. But anyway. All right, y'all, so I am getting ready to film a sponsorship. I'm gonna be honest, guys, like I like to really look nice when I do these sponsorships. I mean, but it's honestly, it's no different than how I was when I worked in corporate America. Like that was one of the things that I was known for, was dressing very well and always being very well put together. So yeah, so this is no different. The only difference is we doing it, at night or whatever. So now I'm just going in on my lid, guys. I'm just literally using some residuals of some bronzer that I used on my eyelid. So I'll probably use a little bit more because I'm probably going to go a little bit darker on the makeup because this content will be lighted. We'll be kind of using some the ring light. And so the ring light kind of washes you out. The ring light will wash you out, which is why when I edit my photos, which is why I use it's part of the reason why I use the editing app or whatever, because it does the ring lights and high, really bright lighting will wash you out. So when you get into the editing process, you want to edit your photos and make them look really crisp. The thing is, with editing and trying to make your makeup match what it really looks like, it takes time. That guys, that's a skill, that's a craft, and it is a skill that you got to start. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere, and it's a skill that you get good at as time progresses. And so it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I feel that I'm getting better at it, but getting better isn't good enough for me. I want to be great. So yeah, so that is why we do the photo editing. And then also, like, in terms of just like editing your photos, y'all be knowing, like, let me just say this. I'm a sweet lady, and I'm a pretty lady. I'm a very pretty lady, but the bottom line is, y'all, I be looking like Thurgood Marshall. I be looking like Benjamin Franklin, bitch. I be looking like Frederick Douglass. Y'all probably wouldn't even click on the thumbnail if the editing process wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would probably be like, who is this man that then took over the Bombshell channel? So guys, I have been really debating on if I should discuss this, because a couple of videos ago, the video was titled Ranting the Entire Blog. And that blog was pretty much about someone making a comment about how I edited my photos. So I just want to sit down and really just have this honest conversation. So that particular person, after that video went out, that person actually ended up like, I guess, DMing me on Instagram. And I'm saying I guess because, guys, I'm still trying to really, this Instagram thing, we getting better at it every day. But anyway, so they DM me, but because they don't follow me, it went into more of like I guess the private part of it. Oh no, I got an alert that said this person wants to send you a message. That's what happened. So when I clicked on it and it said this person wants to send you a message, it was the actual young lady that I was doing the rant about. Now guys, let me just say this. When I did the rant, I did not know that it was a young lady. I didn't know, because it was literally just a circle and a letter inside of that circle. I didn't know if it was a young lady. A lot of times, I just want to assume that sometimes you assume that it's a girl, but honestly, it be some mean guys out here saying some little mean stuff or whatever. And what happens is, I guess we gonna name this when YouTubers attack. So typically what happens is you get a nasty message or you get a really judgmental message. And a lot of times you just go into this primal attack because it's almost like you are defending your baby. Because this is my baby. My channel is my baby. This was nurtured and groomed, and I'm growing it, and I'm putting everything into it. And so when I did the little rant or whatever, the young lady, she attempted to message me because I don't follow her and she doesn't follow me. Well, initially her message said, this old ass, she didn't call me a hoe, but she did spell it. I think she tried to call me a hoe, but I think she spelled it Heck, is mad because I left a comment. Now, initially, when I read that, I didn't get mad. And the reason why I didn't get mad is because I was then able to really put a name with this message. So initially, I didn't feel any kind of way about it when I seen the message. And then after that, she changed it from calling me a old ass heck, not hoe, but a old ass heck. She just changed it to something saying it wasn't that serious. And so I just went through a series of emotions. So when she said it wasn't that serious, I went into her page and I just started looking at her content or at her pictures and stuff that she has on her page. Guys, this girl, she is a very talented, artistic young lady. Like, her talent and her artistry, like, she has probably, from what I gathered looking at her page, she has a natural understanding of it seems as though she has a natural understanding of cinematography, because one of the cinematography has 5 C's and one of the C's is understanding composition. So when I look at her picture, I can tell that she clearly has a natural and innate understanding of photography and cinematography. She's just a natural at it. So as I was looking at her pictures and looking at her videos and looking at her creativity, it just was like, wow, like, this girl is so fucking talented. And then also, guys, I did mention that when she wrote on the page, the comment that she wrote, it was so well written. So anyway, so at this point, instead of me going into an attack mode, I'm no longer in an attack mode, because I'm seeing, okay, this is a real person. This is a real person. So then I started going into what my natural, nurturing, bombshell self, and I'm just like, wow, like, despite the fact that she called me an old ass heck, not hoe, but heck, I'm no longer in that headspace, right? So no longer am I in that headspace of wanting to attack, because now we know that this is a human. So I'm now in the stage of like, wow, like, looking at her stuff and looking at, like, she could have been like 20 and she's probably like 21 and 27. She's a young girl. So I started to message her back, but it wasn't going to be a message of me going back and forth with her. My message was going to be more or less like, yeah, I didn't like your message, but you write so well, and you have such a natural knack of understanding cinematography. I wanted to encourage her not to, y'all, this girl is so fucking talented. And it's like, I wanted to really write her and say, man, like, if you would use your talents to build, to do bigger things than to come on people's pages and spew negativity, you could, man, y'all, she could rule the world. And so I think I'm having this conversation to say, like, when you guys watch people's channels and we rant about the comments, it is because we are artists here. We're all artists, and we're all expressing this is a form of expression, art, and an art form. And you have people out there that attack you, but a lot of the times the people that attack you, they are also artists as well. And me being an artist and a woman of valor and integrity and inspiration, I would never come onto your platform or to your business and attack your business. And then also, I'm very kind in the words in which I say to myself. So naturally, if I'm kind in the way that my internal thought process of how I talk to myself is very kind. And so I don't accept anything less than that. And that is, so I'm not going to accept you not being kind to me, because I'm not going to understand that. Because the minute I see something that's not kind, I only really have two reactions. One, not to react at all, or two, to attack. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't have any in between. And so a lot of times I try to choose, you know, not reacting at all, but sometimes it's just not easy. And unfortunately, me being a Capricorn, you catch me on the right day or the wrong day and it's going down, baby. You know, and so it's just like, you know, I've been wanting to have this conversation, but not even really knowing how to start. You know, I guess I just wanted to give you guys a deep dive or a better understanding of, you know, when, you know, people who do this, people who are YouTubers, people who are content creators, who are influencers, and they clap back, it is more than likely because you feel heavily and highly insulted. Because the thing is, on my platform, I don't really just have a platform where, you know, I'm not trying to give back. I'm always trying to give you guys something. Yeah, we be laughing and stuff over here because that's just my personality, but I'm always trying to like teach you guys something. You guys know that I'm long-winded. I'm going to try to wrap this up. So whilst I am not offering an apology to this young lady, what I am offering you is an opportunity to really horn in on your craft. You are talented. You are a beautiful young lady. You are young. You got your life ahead of you. The world is your oyster. You are a cute little tiny petite little thing. And so you could probably get work from any brand. You know, you understand self-expression according to your photos. And so I just want to offer you the advice of go all in on your writing, go all in on your natural understanding of cinematography. If you can afford it, try to get into some photography classes and try to get into some, you know, cinematography or videography classes if you can, because you are talented. But please don't waste your time, don't waste your beautiful mind and on, you know, writing negative comments, because the bottom line is, you know, your pen can determine a lot of things. And what I mean by that is, like, you can write out your story unintentionally and it might not be good. So be responsible with your pen, be responsible with your gift. You know, I just wanted to leave to turn that funny situation into an actual real teachable moment. But anyway, guys, let me finish my makeup and we're gonna start getting dressed and stuff for this sponsorship, and I'm gonna show y'all some behind the scenes. I'll show you guys some behind the scenes of how these things really go before we edit it and polish it and put it together.
stranger. You don't get shit straight, you don't straighten it. And this gang sit back, be patient. Niggas act like the gang went vacant. Niggas act like something been taken. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. Been kicking shit popping out daily. On the island, it's a movie I'm making. I'm counting De Niro's with Robert De Niro. He telling them that you're amazing. Put that shit on. Nigga get shit on. I bought 2 whips and I put my bitch on. She put this wrist on. She factory said it went rich and meal prone. Turn a pandemic into a pandemic. You know that's the shit that we on. Yes, sir. Them niggas.
All right, y'all. I'm wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. This is the aftermath. Look at this. This is the aftermath and behind the scenes of a try-on haul. Now, I will sit up and lie and tell y'all I'm about to hang that stuff up, but I'm not. Oh, I'm not hanging anything up because I'm tired. These cramps kicking my butt. I can't believe we got through the video. I need to put all these chairs back. I am gonna put the chairs back because I don't want anything blocking the door. So y'all, I made some turkey necks in this crock pot. One of the bombshells sent me this crock pot, Ronica. So Ronica sent me this crock pot when we were first moving into the apartment. But baby, look at that. So I've pretty much just been, you know, like just slow cooking them all day, and they came out so good, and they not too salty. So this is them. I feel so proud of myself. So that's basically, like, guys, I just spent my Christmas just, you know, getting ready, filming this sponsorship. I was talked to my sister for a while today, but I mean, for the most part, I'm just not feeling good. So I have been home all day. I need to get this room together. The closet is a mess, but that's fine, girl. I'm not about to do anything spectacular. I'm gonna fold up this stuff in the bedroom, and then we're gonna take care of everything else tomorrow. Shit, I'm tired. So I need to put those turkey necks up, and then take this makeup and stuff off. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna come back and we gonna chat, guys. I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm not really feeling well, so we just gonna chat it up for a few minutes when I come back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I made some tea. I'm feeling a little bit better. I think I need to buy myself some chamomile tea. That's what I need to do. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna give you guys y'all want to hear a funny story? Okay, so guys, and this is to my baby bombshells, guys. This is a cautionary tale, and this is to the baby bombshells. So, and this is just like, I know you know, one thing that a lot of women desire is that a man is, you know, wealthy, well-to-do, and that type of thing, and that's good. But it's also as equally important as you are together financially, okay? So that's number one. And then number two, if you meet, or I'm not going to say if, it's because it's not a matter of if, it is absolutely a matter of when. When you meet a guy who comes along that is well-to-do, make sure that the attraction is mutual, okay? Just make sure that you have a mutual attraction. So a long time ago, once upon a time, tell me about a time. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, so when I first lost weight, and this was almost 10 years ago, I was looking so cute, and I was going out to the clubs and stuff a lot, you know, because I was like, you know, you gotta see this body, you know what I'm saying? I was like, he ain't fuck me, he fucked the old body.
Hey yo, you ain't fuck me, you fuck the old body. Ain't no miles on this here new body.
No, but I ain't gonna lie, I was going out a lot, and of course I was meeting a lot of guys, getting a lot of attention, and then I know I had just gotten laid off, in the midst of all of that craziness, girl, I had just gotten laid off. But anyway, so one night I went to the club and I was, you know, looking cute and stuff or whatever, minding my business. And this older guy walked up to me and, you know, he was nice or whatever. And so we started talking and he asked me what I did. And I was like, well, you know, I just got laid off. And he was just like, oh, you need anything? Y'all, he immediately was like, you need anything? And in my mind, I was like, shit. I was like, in my mind. But anyway, I was like, shit, you know, he bought it. So I was like, no, I don't. But I knew that, like, okay, this could be something. You know what I'm saying? At least a situation where he was going to be giving me money. So anyway, we had exchange numbers and stuff or whatever. And, you know, he was just giving me, you know, telling me I was pretty and stuff like that. And I was just like, thank you. And so then he called me the next day and he was just like, what are you doing? And I was like, you know, nothing. And then he was like, you know, you want to go and get something to eat? And I was like, okay. So he took me to this restaurant called Kim Song. And Kim Song is in this neighborhood. I want to say the neighborhood is called the Fountains. I want to say it's called the Fountains. So we went to eat there. And then afterwards, he was like, you know, what are you about to do? I was like, I'll just go home and relax. And he was just like, you know, why don't you come run over to Nordstrom's Rack with me? And then I was just like, okay. So girl, we went in Nordstrom's Rack or whatever. I told this story before, y'all, but it's in a old video. So anyway, girl, so we went in Nordstrom's Rack or whatever, and y'all, I had one of these Jessica Simpson platform shoes. They was like a new color patent leather with a stiletto heel on them, but the front was a patent leather, was a platform. I had been one of them shoes for a long time, girl. So the shoes was at Nordstrom's Rack or whatever, and so I was just looking at stuff, and so he came over there. He was like, you see something you like? And I was like, yeah. And so he was like, you know, get what you want. So y'all, when he said get what you want, baby, I went crazy. So I had got me like a whole bunch of like really cute like crop shirts. Now mind y'all, this was around Christmas time, but this was also at a time where in Houston, guys, it just didn't get cold outside around Christmas. It would still be hot or whatever. Not hot, but it would, all you would need was like a little jacket or whatever. So girl, y'all, I was getting like crop tops and like pencil skirts, like fitted like skirts, crop jackets, girl. I had them Jessica Simpson shoes, girl. I had so much shit, and he bought everything. So he bought me all of this stuff or whatever. So but before he bought me this stuff, we got to the register and the lady was like, is this in separate bags? And he was I was like, yeah. And he talking about, I wish you would know, like implying he wished that he wished that everything was basically in one bag. Like, I guess, like, implying like he wished it was all together because we was leaving together and going home together. Keep wishing. But anyway, so after that, I went home, and y'all, when I got home, I ain't hanging them clothes up or nothing, girl. I took them clothes out the bag, and I had ripped all the tags off of them, girl. I was trying on all of these outfits, like putting the shirts and the skirts together different ways, and the jackets, and just trying on my Jessica Simpson shoes, girl. Just trying all my stuff on, just like trying to, you know, just style it up, and was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this with this. I was all excited. So then, maybe like an hour later, he called me. He was like, what you doing? And of course, I was like, nothing. And then he was just like, you want to go out to eat? You want to go to dinner? And I was like, yeah, that's fine or whatever. So because I knew like by me going out to dinner with him, it was gonna give me a chance to wear some of that cute stuff he had about me. So girl, as soon as I was all calm and stuff or whatever. I was real relaxing. And so girl, as soon as we hung up the phone, girl, I was like all excited or whatever. So I had ended up putting together this outfit. It was like this really cute leopard like crop top, one of the crop leather jackets he bought me, a pencil skirt, and those Jessica Simpson shoes or whatever. So you couldn't tell me I wasn't cute. So girl, we had met up at Papados, and it was like a Papados that wasn't too far from my house. And so it was like we didn't sit at a table. We sat at the bar because he wanted to watch a game. So anyway, we sitting at the bar and stuff, and across from us, it was these real cute, nice looking dudes. Oh y'all, they was so nice looking. They was around my age or whatever. This, again, I think I said this already, but anyway, this dude was much older, but he was very established. So anyway, they was sitting across from us, and they was so cute, and like they kept looking over there. And so it was just like he was getting mad because he was just like looking over there at them, and then he'd look at me. me, look at them, and then he look at me, you know, trying to connect the dots to see if like they flirting with her, but let me see if she flirting back or whatever. And so I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't flirting back, but I was smiling how, because they was cute. I'm not gonna lie, I was smiling like really, really hard, kind of like I'm smiling now. So anyway, girl, so he must have got mad or whatever, and he literally said really, really loud, he was like,
Is them the shoes I bought you? Is them the shoes I bought you?
because I had on the Jessica Simpson shoes he had got me earlier that day. And then the guys that was like sitting across from us, y'all, they started laughing so loud. I was so fucking embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And y'all, that was literally the last time, I can honestly say this, that was like the last time I've been out on a date with a dude that I was just not interested in, not attracted to. I knew wasn't nothing gonna go nowhere. It was just like, you know, I just wasn't, I don't know. I would never, ever do that again. So anyway, that's a cautionary tale, because baby, that was just, I don't think I've ever been that embarrassed in public by a dude. So yeah, girl, that's a cautionary tale. And then the next story time is basically like a cautionary tale, like, girlies, y'all don't be letting dudes pick y'all up from y'all house. Like, if you just meet a dude and stuff and he nice, that's fine, but we have so many different, you know, alternative ride options. If you're like me and you don't like to drive, you know, you can always call the Lyft, you can call an Uber, you can call Alto, which Alto is more like a luxury ride service. It's so many different options where you don't have to have a guy pick you up from your house if either your car is not working or either you just don't feel like driving. Whatever the circumstances are, you don't have to have nobody picking you up. So anyway, this again was a periodically long time ago. Now this was like, I don't know, maybe 15-20 years ago, this particular story of this guy picking me up from my house. So anyway, I had met this dude, and the thing is, like, I had met him like years and years before we actually went out on a date. And guys, this dude, he was from like a very well-to-do family. His family did really, really well financially. So anyway, you know, he had, like, in high school, he, you know, was one of those guys who drove a really nice car. We didn't go to the same school, but he drove a really nice car, whatever. So I'm thinking, like, when I met him when we were adults, like, he still, you know, was doing pretty well for himself or whatever. So I was pretty excited when we had ran into each other again or whatever. And so I'm saying whatever a lot, huh? I'm gonna try to stop saying that. But anyway, so we ran into each other and he was really cute. And then I was like, so he was like, man, you know, I remember you or whatever, how you doing? And I was like, fine, you know. And then he was like, you know, you want to go out to dinner? I would love to take you out to dinner. So I was like, okay. So we exchanged phone numbers. And so then he called me, we talked on the phone, and then we arranged the date. And he was just like, you know, I'm going to pick you up from your house. And I was like, okay, you know, no big deal. But this was way back in the day before Lyft and all of that. So y'all, I let this dude pick me up from my house, and it was the worst mistake ever. So he picked me up. We went on a date. The date was nice. He had some drinks. Then he had some more drinks. And then he had a couple of more drinks. And so he was pretty toasty. So anyway, you know, basically I ended up driving us home in his car. Okay. So once I drove us home in his car, he had to kind of like come in my house and sober up. And I was just like, I did not want him to spend a night at my house. And it was just like, to me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm about to be real honest. I did feel like he had a lot to drink, but I really don't feel like it was that much where he needed to spend a night at my house. I'm sorry. But anyway, so I was kind of fighting with myself, going back between, should I let this dude stay over here or do I need to call him a cab? But anyway, girl, so he was in the living room, and so I was thinking, like, how the fuck am I gonna get rid of this nigga? Like, how am I gonna get rid of him? Because he was like dozing off in the living room and stuff. Anyway, I feel like he was pretending dozing off. Anyway, So girl, I was like in a bathroom, like trying to like take off my makeup, but I was just trying to like make a whole bunch of noise, like just make a bunch of noise so he wouldn't fall asleep in my house. And so then after that, he would like wake up and be like, oh, huh. So he was so he was waking up and stuff or whatever. And then like once he would wake up, I wouldn't need to make any more noise and he would doze back off. And then of course, so we just did this little cycle or whatever. Girl, so finally I was like, you know, basically you can't spend a night here, you know. And I was like thinking to myself, baby, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. So anyway, he kept dozing off, but then I told him he couldn't stay there. And he was like, man, shit, I done had too much to drink. I done had too much to drink. Girl, I literally used to live around the corner from the Washington area in my apartment complex. Baby, let me tell you something. I got my little 55 cents together. I walked around the corner to the Washington area. I got him a Coke. And I brought the Coke back to my apartment. I gave it to him and I was just like, drink this. Like basically, nigga, you about to wake up and you about to get the fuck up out of here. Like I didn't care how he got out of my apartment. I didn't care if he took a cab. I didn't care if he took a skateboard, a train, a plane, an automobile. It didn't matter. All I know is I did not want him spending the night at my house. I was just like, so anyway, after that, he drank the Coke and miraculously, after he drank the Coke, all of a sudden he sobered up. But the moral of the story is that nigga probably was never drunk in the first place. I think that that's his game. That's the game in which he plays to like maybe he used to play to kind of like get girls to let him spend a night over there and then he can make his move or whatever. So anyway, I say all of that to say, girl, don't be letting no dude pick you up on the first date. Make sure you take your car, you get a ride share, whatever, and you make sure he drive his car. And if that nigga have too much to drink, you got a couple of options. He can, you can leave him at the restaurant and let them deal with it. Or he can, you know, call himself a ride or a lift or whatever. But I mean, anyway, he shouldn't even be getting that drunk on the first date anyway. And nigga get that drunk on the first date, that's a red flag. You don't want nobody that's going to go out with you and get that drunk. But I guess it's not a bad thing because at least you get to see what you getting yourself into. But anyway, yeah, so those are just a couple of my little past dating woes. Because y'all know, y'all talking about, in fact, you know what, Penny P, I want to give a shout out to Bombshell. Penny P gave us a good idea, y'all. She basically want me to like do online dating, and so I was like, oh my gosh, she do like kind of do online dating and then take y'all through the process with me. So she was like, she put that idea out and I was like, oh my god, that would be a really good idea. In fact, I'm gonna read her comment. Hold on. Okay, so Penny P said, check out online dating while at home. And I was like, oh, I love this idea. I said, I'll film my search efforts and read some of the profiles and my reactions. So we're going to do that. So we are about to start a new series called Bombshell Dating Adventures. And so I think that that's going to be fun. And I just want to say this before we do the little fun adventure. I'm not going to be actually showing the guys' profiles. I don't know. I guess just for privacy reasons. Even though, you know, when you choose to date, you are on a public platform. But so I'll be doing that or whatever. And I'll be recording my reaction. And then maybe we'll get a date out of this or whatever. I think that that would be fun. But I also want to say that we are dating intentionally. So it is not for the intent and purposes of just entertainment. So I had to put that little disclaimer on there or whatever. So I'm about to get up and take this makeup off. And then I'm going to finish watching The Best Man. And then I'm going to call y'all back.